All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. Today I'm going to do a frequently asked questions session about the civilian marksmanship program, the CMP, and their 1911s, about the process and how it all works. My source material is mainly going to be questions that came up in my mind during this whole process. I'm also going to be looking at CMP forums. These forums are for users to go in. They're a little bit old-fashioned, but users can go in, post questions. Sometimes the CMP will answer them. More oftentimes than not, it's other users who have learned from their own experience like me. But I'm going to get into that just a little bit and talk about the gun. The civilian marksmanship program is located in Alabama. They are designated to promote the safety and handling, the safe use and handling of firearms, marksmanship as their name implies. So they received a number of 1911s from the U.S. Army each year. They're authorized to sell these to qualified buyers. For the 2021 period, the application, this is called round 2. Round 1 was the initial release of the guns. Round 2 opened up January to March 2021. I submitted my packet February 2021. April 6th, I received my RGN, which stands for randomly generated number. Very creative. And so what happens is when you get your RGN, then you're placed in a line and you will be called or contacted either via email or phone call. There is a multiple page packet that you have to fill out. It also has to be notarized, which is a little bit silly. It's just, I solemnly swear that I am stable or whatever other criteria based on local and U.S. law that you cannot own a firearm. You get that packet sent in and you wait in line. When you receive your RGN, then the CMP starts contacting customers in sequence based on their RGN. The CMP forums included a section where folks were posting what their RGN was, when they were contacted, what grades were offered, and there are 3 grades that are offered: service, rack, and field. I got that backwards. Service, field, and rack, based on their conditions. The prices and the description of the conditions are also listed on the CMP website. So you can follow the forums to see if you have an RGN about where you're going to be picking yours up at. I would recommend doing so. Right now, in the beginning it was estimated they were shipping out about 50 pistols a day. Now it's down to maybe 25 to 30 based on armchair quarterbacks trying to figure this stuff out. I did see a post recently where they have a few folks sick and short-staffed. I changed my phone number in March of last year. So I sent an email to the correct CMP 1911 customer service email address, and I asked them to update. Well, the response was simply that they don't have the staff to look through all the packets. When I got my RGN, my randomly generated number, then they may be able to do it that way. So in April, when I received my RGN, I contacted them back, and I never heard anything else. I saw several posters in the 1911 forum asking about what if they had moved or changed their address, things of that nature. The simple answer from the CMP was that if they had an issue with the packet, once they were contacted, you could update whatever information. And that includes the FFL. If your FFL had closed, or maybe you wanted to have it shipped someplace else, you were certainly welcome to change that at that time. I had to do that because my FFL stopped taking transfers. When they did contact me, they contacted me on a Wednesday. My card was charged the same day, and the gun shipped out that day. The lady on the phone told me that there would be a shipping confirmation, which I never received. I never received an email saying that this item had shipped from FedEx. They will not give you a tracking number either, and the reason for that is because the CMP had somebody try to pull a fast one and call the FedEx hub and tell them to hold the package, and then they would go pick it up there instead of going through their FFL. That seems like a sorry excuse to me. I feel like if I ordered a firearm from Colt, that there would be some red tape there that I wouldn't be able to just call FedEx and hold up the process so that I can come pick it up from the hub. So whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. I don't personally. My overall thoughts on the whole process, I'm not a big fan of their ordering process. I'm pleased to have the gun, for it to take, whatever it was, 6 months for the thing to get here. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. I think that the CMP could hire some more folks to get these guns out the door. They would certainly make an enormous amount of money if they would do that, and if they would open up the pistols to buying more than one at a time. They would get cleaned out. I guess there's a limit on how many the Army hands over to them out of storage every year. I guess that kind of clips their wings a little bit, but I've read the Government Accountability Office report on how much of a profit they make, the CMP makes off of rifles and pistols, and it's an enormous amount of money. I don't see why they couldn't go through and hire another staff, some more staff to make this process a little bit easier, but nobody asked me. The gun itself is shipped in a hard plastic case, as you saw in my unboxing video. Also included in the box, and these violated HIPAA regulations, so I had to mark out some PII here. You got a certificate that allows you to go to one of the CMP's rifle ranges. It says rifle. Obviously, I bought a pistol this time around for some range time. You also get a nifty, cheap feeling certificate of authenticity. Not like I'm gonna frame that or anything. I'll hold on to it with the gun. It came with a gun lock, commonly found at many police departments and hospitals. Namely, the VA hospital. You go over there, you can pick one up for free, and some instructions for that lock. Your invoice, also displaying some PII. Packing list. Oddly enough, the person that packed it, they black out this. That says tracking device. I don't know of any of their items that come with a tracking device. You've got your little tag that's on the gun. A clear chamber indicator. Make sure you don't have any rounds in the chamber. And a copy of the Army TM. Clearly a reprint. This obviously wasn't laying around in somebody's supply room for 50 years. I'm a federal employee. I also downloaded the electronic version of this. If you're a federal employee, you would be able to do the same because it is still active. All those documents came in a small manila envelope. So my overall thoughts on the process, I'm pleased with the gun I received. I'm not pleased with how the process went. I understand that there's some caveats that need to be observed, but I think that there's improvements to be made, but nobody's going to ask me for an after-action review or quality assurance survey. These people are not about that. So you either buy their product and go through the hassle it takes to get one, or you don't. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. And I will see you in the next one.